Hey Aries, and welcome to your love reading. Welcome to my channel, Adrian H of AHN Great Life. And just want to let you know right away, there may at some point be some banging or some grilling, or drilling, sorry, grilling. You see, I'm thinking about food again. I'm a typical Cancerian. So Aries, there may be some sound at the back at some point, and I do apologize for it if it does happen. But yeah, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Aries. This is your general love reading. So take with it what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Just release it with peace and just let it go. Okay. If you want to have a personal detailed reading, I am running a special at the moment at the time of this reading. $12 for 30 minutes downloadable reading. You're also more than welcome to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and the links are down below. Okay. So I have a reading for you every week, and this week, so here's your oracle card, not looking at it, put it over there. And let's kind of see what is your current situation. We're going to look at the oracle card after the reading, okay? So let's go look at what is the current situation for you, for love, for you, maybe for the other person, but my focus is always mostly, on you, because life is about you. Life is an expression about you. All right, and what you put into life is what you get out of life, and it's very important to understand that, because sometimes we want to sort of look at what other people are doing. What are they bringing to the table, when in fact it's more important what we bring to the table, because depending on what we bring to the table, that often also determines what the experience of life brings to our table. The overall energy of the reading, actually a very good one, is the Ace of Wands. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ace of Wands, it's all about, that beautiful universal sort of manifestation, something beautiful coming through, a new breakthrough for you. And Wands is all about the emotion, so a beautiful new emotional breakthrough. Okay, and if that's for you, if you'd like to have that, then claim it inside your heart. Claim it inside your heart and say, yes, 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 I would like to have this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to look at your current situation, how you got to the current situation, and where that energy is taking you going forward. I love where this energy is taking you going forward, in fact. All right, I feel that some of you, you've done some very deep inner soul searching and inner soul healing. Okay, we're going to clarify this Ace of Wands first, and then look at the rest of the reading for you. Alrighty, so let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for you, Aries, my beautiful people. Oh, I love the feel that I get on this reading. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, there's another one falling out. Yes. Okay. I know I can get very excited, but I love it when I see things going well. So there with the Five of Wands, I see also, sorry, the Ace of Wands, I see the Five of Swords. So that's the first clarifying card for you, all right? And some of you, there's some deep thinking that you've done. I feel that maybe you've sat down, or you may have spoken to someone, got some sort of insight. Maybe you read an article, listened to a talk or something, but something happened, something profound would have happened to make you realize how you may be set on something being a certain way, how you wanted maybe a situation a certain way, how you maybe wanted something to be a certain way before you go to the next step, be that next step moving close or moving away. But before you take that next step, there was sort of that expectation that was there, that you almost sort of required in a way. And I feel that you stepped away from that. It's almost like you realized, you had like a talk, you with you, and you realize, like, now I'm the one who's kind of holding me back in this situation, and I'm not going to do that anymore. All right. So some of you became very, very strict with yourself, maybe a little bit too strict. Okay. Maybe a little bit too strict with yourself, but you did. But it's also, you knew what it is that you wanted. You knew what it is what you want from life. You knew what it is what you want from love. You knew what it is that you want to feel, what it is that you want to experience. So you got that sort of clarity, and that really opened a lot of doors for you in a energetic way, at least. All right, and so letting you know that, because if you look there, you'll see what they want there. So the last clarifying card there for you just kind of popped out is the Hermit. And if you look at the Hermit, it's got also that Sorry, I swallowed my breath there. So it's got that wand over there as well, that golden wand, that beautiful golden wand that's being passed through to you. And it's letting you know that the work that you've done on yourself, that the inner work that you've done on yourself, and maybe some of the pain that you have endured, that it wasn't actually in vain, that in fact it really does pay off in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way for you. Okay. Claim that inside your heart. Claim it inside your heart. Now let's look more details into your reading. This is your love reading, Aries. My name is Adrian. I'm a holistic wellness practitioner. I live in the beautiful Cape Town. Let's see what we got for you. Alrighty. I'm excited because I'm having a talk a little bit later about spiritual regression hypnosis, which is something that I do along with all the other modalities that I practice as well: Reiki, crystal healing, NLP life coaching, angel healing, CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, angel healing, all that stuff. So I'm bringing it all together, and it's so exciting because it's so beautiful. It's like sound healing, and everything is recorded, and I can't wait to share this information with other people, how it can just transform your life. Very much in the same that you had a deep conversation with yourself. We can have the deep conversation with our mind, but you can always have it in a very nice way, All right, so the current energy that I have for you is the Page of Cups, which is a wonderful thing, something new coming in. It's almost like, when a room is sort of dark and maybe it's like a little bit musky, and then you sort of open a window and it lets in some light, it lets in some air, it lets in some sunshine. There's a bit of fresh air, Or even if you, I personally don't really like cutting off flowers. That is just me personally, but I do love plants. So for me, it's almost like, they'll set everything up really beautiful, be it a lot of crystals or be it maybe just like a wedding or whatever. And then you kind of put a plant there, it just changes everything. Okay. So there is sort of that energy that's coming in there for you. It's that little bit of a nice little thing extra. It's those 2 cherries on top of the cake. People say, would you like a red cherry or would you like a green cherry? You're like, how about both? Okay. Like an extra dollop of sundae. And crossing that at the moment is the 7 of Pentacles. So something new is coming here. It's almost like the start of something, like a little bit of something small again with like the plant that you add. So it's a little something that you add, but the effect of it is really, really huge. All right. And also something that I really want to share with you, was really reminded of that again. And I must tell you, this morning when I woke up, I didn't wake up in the highest of spirits. I was feeling a little bit heavy, like there's like a bit of a cloud above your head. And I was so beautifully reminded of something one of my friends always used to say, and she would say, never ever underestimate the value of your presence. And it's such a powerful thing. Okay, the presence of something small, which might not mean that much to you, could mean so much more. So never underestimate that. Okay, especially if you're having maybe, sometimes I feel that for some of you, maybe having trouble almost like with like the dynamics in your relationship, be it money or time or, whatever it be. There's a bit of a contrived bit of thing going on here with the emotions. And never underestimate the value of, even when it's difficult, that you are still staying. Okay, it's so easy to just give up in life sometimes, but if you're actually still trying, kudos to you. Okay, so in your recent past, I've got the 10 of Pentacles, we've got the Justice card, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, sorry, not the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, my apologies. And then in the going forward, this is beautiful, High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel a new emotional connection for you, which is actually quite amazing. Let's clarify. Because it's like things were going really, really well, but it's almost like somebody needed to speak up. So either yourself or the other person, somebody sort of needed to speak up about, and this could be something that the other person was sort of oblivious to, you get a situation sometimes where one person is not talking about something, but the other person doesn't actually know about it. So I feel there was sort of like a situation like that, and it needed to be spoken about. And as you did, somehow it actually caused a new start. So it might have taken quite a lot of courage to initially do that. But I am clarifying that this 10 of Pentacles, all right, in the recent past. So beautiful situation could have been, many good things working out, but there was a bit of balance that was required there with the Emperor and the Empress, okay, as well as the Two of Pentacles. Some of you could have also had somebody new that came into your life, and you didn't really feel that you needed something new or that you needed anything new. So it took a bit of balancing there to, you know, when you have a situation in life and everything's already sort of slotted in, to kind of add something new to that isn't always the easiest thing in the world, you know. It's like, for example, if you take, say you get a classical piece of music that's a beautiful piece of music, for example, and it's whole and complete on its own already, and now maybe a singer says, I would like to add some lyrics to it. You know, people, sometimes the composers can be a little bit iffy about it, because they'll be like, but it's already a complete piece, what do you want to add? There's nothing that's needed, you know, that's needed to be added. So it's almost like something perfect is added to something that's already working, and it might have had a little bit of a glitchy start in the beginning, okay. And so we needed to have the talk there with the Justice card. So I feel that some of you needed to have the talk, okay. Some of you, oh my goodness, they're just jumping out. Some of you needed to have the talk. Wow, 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 wow. So 10 of Swords, these are the clarifiers, the Death card and the Sun card. So I feel that, that a measure of honesty was really required there, what needed to be let go, what needed to change, with some compromise, and either you or the other person might have felt that you didn't really want to compromise, you know. You may not have come out and say it, but you didn't really want to do it, but it's when you met that moment of honesty, sort of, you know, being willing to detach from a certain idea and reattach to another, that I feel something really beautiful started to come through there for you, okay. And let's see this Page of Pentacles, because now things started to look up. Things started to look up in this new situation. Some of you have met your soul partner, and you know, the wonderful, the amazing thing is, when you meet your soulmate initially, it's not always this, you know, straight out, oh, you know, sometimes it's like, no. All right, so the Chariot, there was a, yes, okay, so the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, there was a concern about upsetting the balance. There was a concern about upsetting the balance, but there was also willingness to try, and I feel that it came from both ends. Maybe not at both ends immediately, but there were some things that you're concerned about, maybe even as recent as yesterday, you know. But so there is a process of compromising happening here with the current situation, the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. There's a situation of compromising. Remember the Page of Pentacles, sorry, I tripped on my words now, but remember the Page of Pentacles was in your recent past, okay? So in your present situation, you've got a Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So some of you have seen opportunity, you've sort of started to let it into your heart, and that's kind of where you are now. And for many of you, I feel this may be something young, maybe something new, maybe a new sort of situation, okay? Let's just let the kitty in. Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing a reading for Aries. Where are you? Cutest. All right, let us clarify and see what we got for you, Aries. Baby, you can't come up. You want to come up and say hi? Okay. Go. No. Okay, sure. You're just going to stand there. Okay, sure, no problem. All right, so let's see this new situation, opening your heart, something fresh, something new. And there could be sort of like a bit of a delicacy in the situation, almost like a flower in a flower pot. You know, so it's beautiful, but it's not like a big firm bush yet. The first winter may take it. I don't think that first winter is gonna take it. All right, because look at this. Remember, we are clarifying the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. What we're having is the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups. That's beautiful, and the Eight of Pentacles. you may underestimate how powerful this new situation may be, how powerful this new connection may be, you know, because I feel that especially for those of you that want to be in committed relationship, long-term relationship, taking things to the next level, maybe you've been having problems, you know. I feel that this is almost like starting over, starting new, starting fresh. Oh, cats are so crazy. Be careful there. This could lead to marriage or a beautiful. When I say marriage, I don't necessarily mean that you're going to walk down the passage, you know, bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum bum bum. But if you want that, then claim that too. But I feel a beautiful coming together of hearts, a connection of hearts that actually does. It comes through as a big blessing. Because remember, what's for you in life is always for you. Even if you say no sometimes, it is yours, it's there, all right? And I feel that you're starting something new and something beautiful together. Now, where's this taking you? Because it's beautiful, but it's delicate, all right? Or like in a beginning phase, maybe it's fresh. It's got that fresh feel, but then, of course, you know, sometimes we start to think, okay, this is fresh, this is new, but does it last? Does it carry on? Does it continue? You know, where do we go from here? So the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. These are your going forward. Right. I feel that you're getting the balance right. I feel that there is so much more potential here with the High Priestess that this relationship actually has that you don't even realize. Confirmed by the Chariot there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things that come to pass. Stepping forward, beautiful unfolding, systematic sort of like unfolding, you know, taking place. And with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel for both of you, but especially for you, maybe for the other person too, it could really be the answer to a prayer that you didn't even realize that you had. Okay, clarifying the High Priestess. And this is a super deal going on here, eh? Because the High Priestess, remember, is the highest vibrational card in the tarot deck. So you've got the Five of Wands, you've got the Magician, and you've got the Hierophant, okay? Or the Hierophant, as some of my friends say. So I feel that there's a lot of, there's a strong sense of individuality, and maybe this could be the problem. It could be just for one of you or for both of you. But there's a strong sense of sort of like independence, individuality, you know, flying solo, really owning that. Hey, my baby. That either one or both of you are letting go of. Okay? So you are moving away from me and I, and you're moving sort of to we and us. And that moving away opens everything. It opens all the magic. That moving away, you know, that me and I to we and us, it opens all the magic for you. Absolutely everything. And I do feel that there's still some work that needs to be done. Even for those of you, I feel that many of you are coming to certain realization and maybe giving a relationship a second chance. Okay, you sort of had your open talks, spoke about what the other person may not have been aware of, and the other person says, but I never knew that was a problem. I thought that was okay. I never even thought about that. So some things are being clarified out here, and so you're starting over. So it's almost like you're realizing that you're halfway there, but there's so much more potential for your connection. Okay, let's see what the Chariot has got for us. So the Chariot, the Cancer card, it's got the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Strength card. Okay. Yeah. So some of you have to, there's really some deep inner child healing needs to do, maybe even couples counseling, you know, or doing that healing within the self, seeing how is it that maybe I contributed to the situation, how is it, what is it that I did or didn't do, you know, that could have made the situation better. Some of you are sort of on that real sort of threshold over there, and you really want to know what's going on. You're going to come sit here. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it the most beautiful kitty ever? Do you want to sit here? Sit there. But yesterday you fell, and I want you to fall again. And sometimes in life you get things coming around that you didn't expect you even wanted. I was never a cat person, ever. No, I couldn't I know, well, that's a bit of exaggeration. I wouldn't say I couldn't stand them, but they were never really so much my thing, you know. But then when I look back at it, I remember when I was very young, I actually had the cat for about 5 days, and then we accidentally drove over it, and you know, and I realize it sounds a little harrowing, but that was a really mortifying memory for me with cats, and I didn't really want that again. So I was never really open to the idea of having a cat again, because you know, to me it had that personal sort of thing. And a lot of times we're making decisions in life and we're having problems in life, and I see that a lot in my, you know, in all the other things that I do, that sometimes a current problem that we have actually has its origin somewhere in the past, you know, and we can sort that origin back, then you actually sort out the trouble as well, and the beauty continues. Queen of Pentacles. There's a child coming out of the situation, or something new, some new sort of life, some new beauty. Oh, wow. The High Priestess just fell out there. And remember, the overall energy of your reading is the Ace of Wands. Just wanted to remind you of that. And I also wanted to remind you of the fact that, let me just get it. I'm pretty sure, if you bear with me just a moment, please. Am I mistaken now? Because sometimes I am. Oh, it was the Ace of Cups. Okay. Alright, sure. Anyway. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so remember that initially in the beginning, thought I was remembering, we started with the Ace of Wands. Remember? Okay. That was the overall energy for your reading, which was then clarified by the Two of Wands. So it's sort of like two energies that that might have wanted the same thing. And it's very much the same sometimes also when we have an argument in life. I'm saying this and you're saying that, and we're feeling that we're saying two different things, but we're actually saying the same thing in two different ways. Now, I feel that the two of you, you and your person, you sort of wanted the same thing, but you might not have realized that, but things have come together. And so you're clarifying this Queen of Pentacles, this beautiful new coin, this beautiful new start, because also remember, in your recent past, there was a Page of Pentacles. So there was sort of a start, there was a proposal, there was a beginning, there was a prospect, there was a possibility, okay? But there wasn't necessarily guarantees, which maybe even a little bit different to how you'd sometimes operate, had your mind tripping just a little bit. You were like, yeah, I don't know, okay? I want to know what love is, and I'm not sure if I want you to show me. Okay. But the things have changed a bit there. You know, there's the High Priestess. There's a lot of these cards that are speaking about balance, about coming together for you. There is the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Magician, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands. You know, there's the Chariot again, the Death card, the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, the Two of Wands. There's a lot of these cards for you that speaks about this new kind of coming together in this beautiful, powerful, really powerful way. Okay. And you also have the Ace of Wands, which is where you started with. Remember, there's the overall energy of your reading with the Page of Wands. So you at that point where you realize that you might actually both want the same thing, and you're actually both willing to put in the work that is required to make it work, which is amazing. I love that. And look at your oracle card, Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. Okay, it flows through you. There's that love that sort of surpasses all understanding and overcome. Doesn't matter what the what the astrology charts are saying, or whoever's saying whatever. It's like you can do it. All right. And I'm going to get you one more card. I don't know, I just feel guided to get you one more card, so I'm going to do that for you. And we can see where your journey is going forward. So, you know, if you like the video, if it resonated with you, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Remember, I've got a reading for you every week. You can have a personal detailed reading, $12 for 30 minutes reading. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below. Okay. Infinite abundance. How beautiful is this? Abundance is pouring into your life. Claim this for yourself, whether it's love, whether it's career, whether it's money, whether it's health, doesn't matter what it is. Abundance is pouring into your life. Claim it for yourself. From my heart to yours. Namaste. See you next week. Bye.